And I'm not very much commenting on things because normally I don't feel as if people are talking to me. Like, I'm very rarely the target group. But recently, like last year, I've experienced a conversation and a dialogue all over all the medias, like the old, the new, the private, the public. That is very, very dumb. Just sometimes watching the comments, very interested in what's coming back, who will be stupid, who will be clever, who is brave, who is just me. And then having to talk. It's like the first time I felt like, no, this needs a comment. That is not only nice, just also a little bit more attacking than what seems to be legitimately requested for. Just there is always a dialogue and a discussion can get very heavy between adults, also children. So there was this nicety all around, and no criticism, no questions asked, there were no colors in the conversation. I just a burnout in the typical commenter that always writes the same. Just please, can you stay logical? Is what I'm reading mostly. And then a lot of yay, let's praise our no very bad research. Just the BBC boss, she had to leave because of a lot of bad things. Then headlines don't fit to the news actually. A lot in the newspaper the headline cannot be found in the article. Then the quality of what they're explained with the movie, they would only write about how this woman persevered in her fight against the system, how she's a hero and how the men are all bad. But I'm like, yeah, there was the violence. Was how do you live in a suppressive system? We are all still enslaved, guys. I'm saying this from a mass patrol background because obviously I'm having rights, I'm having the right to choose, I'm having the right to move, I'm having human rights. But still, I cannot choose a lot of things in my life. I have to go to school in Austria. There's no such thing as, staying at home or working as a child is illegal, which I think is very healthy. But also this is a discussion, a society thinks, okay, we don't need more informed children because the AI will probably brand all of our stuff that the robots make. Maybe children can go work. Maybe they will craft things that need to be crafted. So the intellectual person in me is like, what could be the incentive in not sending kids to work with 5? Why? This is a discussion, guys. In the beginning, it is a discussion between the intellect. It's a thought form. And then eventually, it can get more philosophical or it can get more practical. So everything can be discussed, and sometimes big shifts happen in society. For example, Trump using violence against migrants. And I'm like, yeah, in the beginning I was like, fuck off. I would die away in the US. I'm so happy I'm in Europe. I was really praying for everybody to come over, and just all the people I knew from Zoom, for example, and the meditation and the spiritual, the more feel good but also fake persons. And And now I am, what the fuck is going on? Those people become a riot next to an officer who is armed. I don't know who raised you. I don't know what movies you watch. I don't know if you know the history. But violence was used a lot. I know a lot of stories about how refugees were treated in 2010, okay, in Europe. It's never been in the media. Just saying this much, okay? So if a police officer is trying to get you in a car, you're not gonna scream, you're not gonna discuss, you're gonna call your lawyer and your mom and say, fuck, I kind of made the impression that I need to leave the country probably. I'm really scared, can you help me? I have enough money. How can I come back? How do I live in another country? What is the country? Just get in the car. Don't get them to use the weapon. That's not clever. That's not normal citizen behavior. If you're just fighting back the police, what I really appreciate about the whole situation is how other citizens speak up and they say, no, this is not right. You cannot just take her. You cannot just beat her. You cannot just push her into the wall. But if I am the person who's pushed into the wall, I would cry and I would beg for my life, guys. It's probably because people don't have experienced actual violence. Maybe they think there cannot be a shot coming from a weapon. And I don't give a fuck if somebody in my family shoots them afterwards and gets money or not. Just for me, I'm seeing a society that I don't resonate with, that makes absolutely no sense. Like politically and in the news comes from a standpoint that really is so estranged from what I've learned about in my schooling phase in university and afterwards, obviously, staying informed and reading and listening. And I'm not somebody who has the news open 24/7, but I'm checking in. Odess in the US, she said, it's a no, she doesn't have a party, but she's in the Senate, I think. And she said, you as a citizen just don't care. We are working on the stuff. Just if you spend 30 minutes with the news per day is excellent. You don't have to be fully digging into the nitty-gritty. Just stay informed overall, and if something is pressing, then you're getting informed. For example, in my case is safety for women. That's something I'm seeing it now in the news, but I've also experienced the loss of safety on the rural countryside where the villagers know everyone and it's not happening in public. So we all have a femicide problem going on, and there is a loss of safety for women. That goes together with the emancipation. And I'm just seeing also how is she called from the Popular, the little one? She got attacked on the red carpet, and it looked kind of nice, and this very crazy person was thinking that he will get the photo now and he can just walk on the red carpet and touch her, and he could have just a knife next to his, just gets it out of the pocket and she's dead. That could have happened. That's how they even famous women are not safe and protected. And it's not only women, but guys, definitely women first. And so if you are attacked by the police in the US or wherever you are at, you're gonna be very polite. You're not gonna make a big fuss out of it. You're gonna call your mom if you can. You're gonna have a lawyer shot on your phone. Just call them.